This whole Pusha T and Travis Scott situation exposed so much to me, bro. Just within the last few days, I've learned so much. Things that I already knew, of course, but to see them play out in real time is amazing. Now, before I even talk about that, because I got a lot to say about that, bro. Do y'all remember people wanting a potential battle between Kendrick Lamar and Joey Badass and how they were talking about it in order to get that battle? They were saying Kendrick had to respond because Joey just smoked the whole West Coast and all this exaggerated propaganda. Talking about the whole West Coast of it, Joey didn't just battle two people, Rayvon and Daylight, bro. And these people were trying to convince you that Kendrick Lamar had to stop breaking records in a stadium tour to respond to Joey Badass after winning the biggest rap battle in the history of the sport. I told y'all was something weird going on with that shit. I told y'all that. But now we fast forward. Pusha T disses Travis Scott on the new clip single, So Be It, right? And this is the type of stuff you see people saying. I like Pusha T, but punching down on Travis Scott knowing he doesn't have the necessary pen to respond is kind of whack. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Since when are we babying rappers, bruh? The truth is, for the last few years, y'all been seeing all these different guys. You know they not no damn rappers. You know these guys aren't really rappers. They're a new hybrid that the industry has created to push an agenda. That's all it is. Yet, motherfuckers pretend like they're rappers. And when you say they're not, you get all this pushback. They say, you know, motherfuckers will call you this and that because you don't call these guys rappers. But when something like this happened, y'all want to start babying niggas and pretending that, oh, punching down is crazy. No, Travis Scott is a rapper, right? Travis Scott raps, right? There should be no problem in him responding to Pusha T. Unless y'all ready to admit that y'all let all these motherfuckers pull up and pretend that they rappers. Travis Scott is on the fucking clock. I don't care what none of y'all talk about. I even caught myself feeling a way about this because I'm like, Pusha T, Travis Scott don't gotta respond to Pusha, boom, boom. He can, but then I caught myself. Like, if Kendrick gotta respond to Joey, why don't Travis Scott gotta respond to Pusha? And it's because y'all don't really see this nigga as a rapper. Even the people that claim he's a rapper, y'all don't see him as a fucking rapper. And that's why when Pusha T called him out to come catch the smoke, y'all show up with that cake. But nah, we know that Travis Scott knew exactly what he was doing on that song, getting Drake on it. He knew. People talking about he sent the verse last second. Okay, so what? He could have sent the verse a last millisecond. He still allowed Drake to diss Pusha T on the song. On top of that, he talking about the line I always talk about on his YouTube. I melt down the chains that I bought from your boss, give an F about all that heritage. You allowed colonizer language on your song. You allowed Drake to get on there and talk in colonizer format, saying he was gonna burn important artifacts of a specific culture. Drake ends the verse with, you scared of the 6. Travis Scott starts the verse with, and they scared of the 7. I don't know, bro. Sounds like he knew a whole lot of what he was doing and what was going on. So this is my thing. If Drake can help censor Pusha T, then Travis Scott go get the nigga that censored Pusha T on the song. And on top of that, he's allowing him to diss him and Pharrell. And Pharrell. You telling me he don't gotta receive the same energy and respond to Pusha T? You're crazy. You essentially inserted yourself in this situation, bro. Get your fucking pen together and get to the paper and start writing. I don't care what none of y'all talking about. I seen Bun B get on live and say that Travis Scott is from Houston. He not gonna let the people down. Okay, why is nobody applying pressure? Why is nobody applying pressure? Because they don't see this nigga as a rapper. So let's stop lying. Let's stop capping. Let's start calling out who it really is. Because Travis Scott and Drake not the only ones. Travis Scott and Drake not the only ones that y'all be calling rappers and they not really rappers. You don't take them seriously in the craft. You can say it's levels to it. Oh, this person is nicer and this person is nicer. No, that shit don't matter. It don't matter how nice you are. You see what I'm saying? If you're a rapper, you're a rapper. Stop babying these guys. Joey Badass and Kendrick Lamar have no genuine conflict. People just want to see some raps. That's cool. But when you look at it from that perspective, what would warrant somebody like Kendrick Lamar to respond to Joey? Not really much. This is completely different. This guy inserted himself. He inserted himself in some shit that didn't involve him and allowed it to escalate. You are 100% endorsing a battle, getting involved with battle stuff, getting involved with rapper stuff. So you definitely should be able to get in the ring. Pusha T said it himself. I hate rappers that don't rap. When the hell did we get to the point where we accepted people in the genre that don't rap? I remember there was I'm gonna do a video of this. I remember there was a certain point in hip hop where before we even took you seriously, we had to hear what you had to say on Sway. We had to hear what you had to say on Funk Flex. We had to hear what you had to say in a freestyle, BET ciphers, all that before we took you seriously. Look at a Childish Gambino. A lot of us had to hear Childish Gambino rap first. We've gotten to the points where you don't even have to rap to get your foot in the door no more. Even niggas who went on their own albums and didn't use rap primarily had to get on record and rap. That's why when we look back at the whole Drake situation, that Blueberry shit, he lost a lot of respect. Because when I'm gonna do a whole other video on this. When he came into the game, people was like, okay, he gotta get in the booth and rap. Get in this freestyle session and rap. When he got there, he pulled out a Blueberry and was rapping all weird and offbeat. We was like, oh, okay. Plant. He's not a rapper's rapper. He's a fucking plant. Travis Scott got verses where he rapped. Don't get me wrong. It's another reason why he need to rap. But he's ascended into a version of something that does not rap. He does not rap. And if he does not respond to Pusha T, stop calling him that shit. Give these niggas a different genre. Give these niggas a different genre. Just because a nigga black don't mean it gotta be hip hop. Y'all want to call this nigga hip hop so bad. This nigga rap so bad. No, some of these niggas is metal. Some of these niggas is rock and roll. Some of these niggas is some other shit. This nigga not rapping. I don't care what none of y'all talk about, and this is proof. Now, I know the real reason Travis Scott not gonna respond. It's not because he don't rap. It's not because of none of that. It's because there's something going on right now, right? That might have not made its waves to Twitter, boo boo, and all that. But if y'all paying attention, it's a real reason why Travis Scott not gonna respond to Pusha T, at least right now. It would be a terrible time to do that. And I believe these motherfuckers is pushing propaganda to make it look like, oh, Travis Scott not really. So it gives him an excuse not to respond right now. But no, Pusha T is calculated. And I'm understanding that now. Like, comment, subscribe, especially if you're new here. Especially if you've been watching my videos and you ain't subscribed yet. Subscribe, because these next few videos are going to be great, okay? My next video, I might drop it tonight or tomorrow, is going to be about why Travis Scott really isn't going to respond. Why he really is not going to respond. I'll drop that tonight or tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? After that, in the video after that, unless something crazy happens, we're going to talk about the point in time where you had to rap to get accepted in the culture. All right? But appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll talk to y'all later.